If they said anything about ECW, they would talk about, man, RVD and Taboo. They didn't say, oh, those bad guys. They would say, well, those are my favorite guys. You know what I mean?
I do know, indeed. I do, indeed. All right, Fonzie Daddy. I'm gonna give you one more question from the fans, and then I'm gonna wrap up this week's edition of RVD and Fonzie on Stream.me. So
I love it, RVD, and I like being on it. You're affiliated with it. I had a ball on RVD Radio, and we're gonna have return this thing into getting a lot of views, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah,
I'd be
maybe.
more than happy to be, some type of sidekick on your show whenever you need me.
Well, cool. Appreciate it, Daddy. Appreciate it very much.
Let me have a good last question.
Okay,
good one.
Cool. By the way, I have 4 matches coming up in October, which, I don't think I've had a match since June. The beginning of June, I wrestled Sabu June 5th and Scott Steiner, June 7th. And so that's about the speed of things now. But I have a match October 17th in California. It's Kirk White's show, Big Time Wrestling, but I couldn't find anything.
I work for Kirk White. I did an autograph thing with him.
Kirk's a friend of mine. That was the appeal of taking this booking, was just because he's a buddy and he helps me out a lot too, and helps middleman a lot of stuff that where people are trying to reach me.
You got me on a show in San Jose.
Remember that? Yeah. So it's probably that San Jose. I don't know. Yeah, looks like I might be wrestling in the Jersey, New York area. I heard maybe against Amazing Red and against John Morrison. At this point, these are some plans, some stuff I'm talking. When it becomes official, I'll be tweeting it out and shit, like I always do. And then also, Fonzie Daddy, I gotta look through. There's a few questions here, so I gotta try to pick a good one. All right?
All right, brother.
Here's one that takes some thinking. So Fonzie's got all the experience of anybody that's ever been in the business. So, okay, Fonzie Daddy, who, in your opinion, are the ultimate 3 elites in WWE history of all time?
Well, I would say for sure one was Hulk Hogan, just because he's Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan is Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan is Hulk Hogan.
That's right, brother.
Number 2, there is no number 2. I think there was only number 1. Everybody else is pretty playing a level field, all the way from Rick Rude to You Can't See Me to they're all in equal. They're all pretty good. I'd say The Rock, just because of his drawing power and his likability and his charisma. I would say he's in the top. And of course you too, RVD. But full time there, you come in and you come and go on your contract because that's the way you want it. So I'm not going to put you there as a full time guy. But if you were in the ring, you're talented. You're one of the most talented guys I work with.
Who's number 3, Daddy? If we got Hulk Hogan is all time, and then number 2 is The Rock, which, by the way, I agree 100% with your first 2.
All right, so there's got to be a third one?
And if your answer is that there is no third, then, that's your answer. But I will say that even though it says of all time, I'm just going to go with of our time, because I can't speak for the days of Rocky Johnson and Bob Backlund and shit. I don't know. But of our time, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and there's one more guy that I think was near that level that the rest of the superstars do not touch.
I'd say Cold Stone was pretty much up there too.
Cold Stone Creamery, that's right. The best ice cream on the West Coast.
So he was pretty recognizable. He was over, you know what I mean?
Yes. I agree, Daddy. That's why we're a good team, because
call it right down the middle?
Yeah, we call it right down the middle, man. That's how it is. It is true, though. I think so. Those guys were pushed as the face of the company, all three of those guys. And Hulk Hogan for sure. That's why you can't erase Hulk Hogan from history. What do you think about that, Daddy? I don't know if you know or not, but Hulk,
I'm in Tampa. It is blowing up over here because, Hogan's a Tampa kid. So, yeah, of course I know. And I don't think you can erase it. You can't erase it, but it'll pass over.
It's
over.
He's Hulk Hogan. He's the immortal. So yeah, he carried wrestling on his back, yo. Right?
He did a lot for the business.
Are you kidding me, brother?
He totally did.
22-inch pythons, baby.
I think they were 24.
What a good guy. What a good guy. He gave me a blank check and said, "You fill it out, Fonzie, whatever you want to get paid." He gave me a blank check when I did Settler in Paradise for him. The movie, we did the pilot, and he said that I was there with Giant Gonzalez.
This isn't your Giant Gonzalez story from RVD Radio, is it?
No.
That was a great story.
I would go get him a hamburger, do this, do that, prime up a girl for him and all that. But no, I'm saying Hulk Hogan, when I was there with the Giant, Vince said, "I'm not going to pay Fonzie to go spend 3 weeks doing the movie."
Yeah, fuck Fonzie.
Hogan said, I'll pay him. Fonzie, meet me at... So I did it 3 weeks. And he said, "I'm going to Japan tomorrow." And I said, "Well, I'm going back to New York to work for Vince tomorrow." And he says, "Meet me at my gate, and I'm going to bring you a check." I said, "Okay." So I didn't even question how much was the check going to be for. And he gave me a blank check. He said, "You put whatever you want on there. If it's $50,000, put 50. If it's 10, put 10. Whatever. Don't believe it." But I gave him a reasonable number.
Yeah, I was going to say, Fonzie, the fans want to know, what did you put on that check? No, but that's good.
I'm going to answer the question.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to answer it. I put what the minimum wage would be if I worked a night for Vince McMahon, the lowest pay I would get. We were all guaranteed.
Minimum wage meaning like $3.35 an hour back then?
No, minimum wage is like...
minimum WWE wage. That's good enough.
Right.
That's cool. Good enough.
Right,
hey,
so
what is Twitch.tv? The fans put that in. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Do I need that for this show? All right. By the way, when I did Hulk Hogan's Championship Celebrity Wrestling, that reality show, when we were there, my wife Sonia was with me one day, and everybody still thinks of her from having cancer, because that's when she made the news and everybody heard of her. They haven't heard much, if anything, from her since. So even though it's been over 6 years that she's been clean, people all the time are like, "How's Sonya doing?" They always think that. But anyway, so on the set there, this was shortly after, I guess, and Hulk Hogan was talking about how positive energy, helps your spirit, and how, you set the tune of your vibrations to put yourself in a healing situation. And he was talking about The Secret and how much that helps and stuff. And while we were on the set, he's asking Sonya, like, "Did you read The Secret?" And we said, "Yeah, we have it. It's at home." And he said, "But in particular, did you read, like, there was a certain chapter or section that he wanted her to read?" He sent some guy to the store from the set to the bookstore to go buy an extra copy of The Secret, even though we had it at home, to bring it to give to her, because he wanted her to read that particular section that he recommended that was going to help her. That was Hulk Hogan.
Wow. He's a good guy. I love Hogan.
That's right, brother.
So, yeah. Fonzie, I'm going to let you decide, because I was going to hang out till about 5. I gotta watch Ray Donovan. I got important stuff like that to do. But I want to let you decide, because there is other questions. There's some for me and some for you, but we can leave shit, for next time, whatever. But do you want to answer one more, or do you not? Because there's a couple here. There's still a couple questions for you. There's several, actually.
I'll answer 2 good ones. Two good ones. I won't make it such a long, drawn-out answer.
Okay. All right. What do you have to say, St0ry, to all those people who say wrestling is fake and it's all an act?